Water Flows, a series of informational programs about water. Water Flows will look at a number of issues: water conservation, preservation, purification, and sustainable use. Dams and reservoirs. The dam wall is usually a concrete, rock, or earth-filled barrier across a river to control the passage of water. To minimize cost and maximize engineering efficiency, dams are usually built at narrow points in the river where they can be firmly anchored to the banks. If the rivers have fish in them, dams can be classified as high dams, which means that they cannot be bypassed by standard fish ladders, and low dams, which can be bypassed by fish ladders. Most species of fish make only two really significant journeys in their lives. The first is shortly after birth, when fish move away from their spawning grounds. The second occurs when the fish return to the spawning area to breed and die. When the world was undeveloped, the only threats to these journeys might have been bigger predators and fishermen, but now fish face huge barriers and obstructions in the form of dams. If they can't get back to the spawning grounds, then fish populations dramatically decrease. Fish ladders provide a detour route for migrating fish so that they can get over or around a dam that's blocking the way. A fish ladder is a series of ascending pools that are reached not by climbing rungs, but by swimming against a stream of water. The fish leap through the cascade of rushing water, rest in the pool, and then repeat the process until they are beyond the dam. Lower structures, known as weirs, may be only a few meters in height. They serve to raise the water level in a river by creating a small pond. The reservoir, or impoundment, is the water body retained behind the dam. Reservoirs may be extremely large, forming extensive lakes. Run-of-the-river dams, which constrain the flow of the river without retaining a large volume of water, are generally used for hydroelectric power generation. The reservoir behind the dam is generally designed to have a high water level and a low water level. The difference between the two levels is called the drawdown zone. The drawdown multiplied by the area of the reservoir is known as the usable volume, which is the amount of water available for power generation, irrigation, or domestic purposes. At the end of the rainy season, the dam is generally full, and as the dry season progresses, the water level in the reservoir drops to its minimum design level. Dams intended for flood protection are generally emptied before the wet season, and the usable volume represents the capacity of the dam to absorb wet season flow. If more water arrives than the dam can hold, it is released via a spillway into the river channel below the dam. Join us for another program. You've been watching Water Flows. Water Flows looks at a number of issues related to water, including water conservation, purification, and sustainable use. Join us for another program.